Did you miss me? Because I missed you for sure. I ain't gonna lie. I had to take me a little mental break, but we'll talk about that when the episode starts. First of all, let me just say thank you to everybody that has shown me love. Every time I go MIA, everybody's like, where's the episode? Where's the episode? Y'all have really, really waiting for the season finale, and I am so grateful. I'm so appreciative of all the love, all the support, everybody that tunes in. I know I say this every single episode, but I'm so grateful. I don't know if y'all notice anything different, but my studio has been revived, redone, added to, and I'm very grateful because when I first started this journey that I've loved so much a year and some months ago, I started with nothing. I didn't have no microphones, no nothing. I just had my laptop and my phone, and I recorded in my car. It was nothing like this. And to see where I've come and where I'm at now, this is exactly where I prayed to be right when I was starting my podcast. So I'm so grateful. You have to be grateful for the journey. Slow progress is still progress. Look at what I made out of my dream, out of my vision that I just had when I was 19 years old. I'm 22 now, executing it and really, really busting my ass for this. So I'm grateful. I love y'all. I'm so excited for y'all to see everything that I've been working on, everything that I'm about to do. I'm going to give y'all season finale because I know y'all been waiting for it, and I know I've been a little gone with the wind. But season finale, then season 6 will drop December 30th. We'll talk more about that again in the episode. But thank you. I appreciate y'all. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back in my groove. We're going to get into some real shit this episode. We're going to talk our shit like we always do. And we're going to have a good time. Real conversations and real perspectives. That's all I offer here. What is up, you guys? It is Jay, your CEO and your host, back for the season finale. I know you guys have been waiting for it. You guys have been waiting like a couple weeks for this. And we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about that. But season 5, season finale. Season 6 is going to be dropping December 30th. So I'm going to drop this one, and then I'm going to go MIA again for a couple weeks and then pop back up on y'all with a new season. I have a lot that I know I say this every single time that I'm about to drop another season, but I have some collabs that I recorded like back in October that have yet to see a launch date. So I got some old episodes that I gotta drop. I have some new episodes that I have to record with some really, really dope people. I'm excited for that. I think that my goal for next season, I think I should start doing this where it's like I predict what I want to do with my next season, and then at the end of the season we'll reflect and see if I completed the goal. Season 6, my goal, I want to connect with more people, grow my audience for sure. That's like the main goal all the time. But I also just want to continue to be me and have real conversations, but I do that anyway, just talking to y'all. But I just want to continue to elevate and continue to grow. I don't know if y'all noticed something was different, but the studio is completely brand new. Well, not brand new. Let me stop capping. But I have added some furniture. I've made it super, super nice, super, super cozy. This is what I'm really excited about because I feel like you guys will see in the next clip that I insert right here. This is the new setup for our studio. Isn't it wonderful? Period. Ate it up. But I am excited about this space because it feels very cozy to me. And I know that if it feels very cozy to me, it's going to feel cozy for others. And I think my other setup was cool. Like this chair was not here. I had just my chair and then there was a guest chair whenever I would have guests on it. And don't get me wrong, it did what it needed to do. It definitely did what it needed to do because I had guests, they was rocking with it, y'all loved it, it was cool. But this just feels more homey to me. This feels so much more cozy. This feels welcoming and inviting, which I already am with my personality, but my environment must reflect that as well. So I'm excited. I love this. Girl, I'll be laying on this couch. Bye. Last night I was on this couch for a really long time writing up my show notes, which I do have today. But yeah, it's very cozy. I'm very excited. I think this is really, really, really dope. This is really, really like just showing my evolution, showing my determination to be better and to grow every single time. Like every time I revamp the setup, it is completely different than what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, I started this August 2021. No microphones, no equipment, no nothing, no space even. I had my laptop and my phone. I would record in my car and upstairs in a little tiny corner in my bedroom. That's all. And y'all loved me then and y'all love me now, and I'm so grateful for that. Just to evolve from then having a space in my garage to just being one table, then it was two tables, then it became no tables, then it became, couches, and girl, I'm in the throne. This is a throne chair, okay? Did I ever tell you about the story, how I found this chair? First of all, let me tell you this, because this is actually really funny. And I got me some Christmas pillows. Don't play with her. But this chair, right? I was driving down the street on my street that I live on. Driving down the street. Mind you, I passed by this chair maybe like twice in one day. Passed by it, broke my neck, because I'm like, wait, who put that out on the side of the road? That's crazy. Drove past it, and I'm like, nah, I don't need it. Nah, I don't need it. Nah, I don't need it. Whatever. Bro, I drove past that motherfucker again that same day, and I was like, nah, I need it. I was driving down the road, bro. I put my car in fucking reverse, okay? Lifted my trunk, because I have a truck now, so I got the space to put it, because that's the only thing, like, if I didn't have my truck, I would have been like, how the fuck I'm gonna have to walk this bitch all the way down the street? Mind you, it's like 5-6 houses down. Whatever. Put that bitch in the back of my trunk, didn't even close the trunk, left it open, drove hella slow down 6 houses to my crib, unloaded the bitch, washed it, scrubbed it clean. I scrubbed it clean because yo, COVID has made me a super germaphobe. Everything has to be clean. Everything. I don't care. I have made my parents revamp our entire house in the last 2 weeks because out with the old, in with the new. The clutter, I had my mom cleaning her ass off this weekend. We have new furniture. This couch that is in my studio now was actually upstairs in my living room. Same with this table. We have a whole new everything. So I was like, yo, let me get that. Like, my goal right now in my life is to clean out all the clutter, out with the old, in with the new. And also, if we can preserve the old shit and make it something better, do it. Period. We don't need to buy new shit. We got shit. You feel me? But yeah, that's the story of how I got this chair. And I scrubbed that bitch, OD, left it outside to dry. Then that was like probably the beginning of this season. Then had it drying, then scrubbed it again, had it drying again. Then I put it and made it part of my decor. It don't really go right now because it's gray and brown, but shit, who is judging? Not me. But yeah, that's how all of this came about. That lamp right there also, which I just showed y'all, also came from my living room. That was upstairs. Baby, I just literally took all the old shit and made it new shit. And nobody's gonna know. There's pillows. This is so comfy. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself. Like, I think for season 5, I feel like I make myself proud every season because I do a lot of work to put this podcast together. I've done a lot of work to keep it going for as long as I have. So I think every season I'm always proud of myself just because like I'm really doing it, Like I was talking to one of my friends last night and he was like, I was telling him that I'm slowly trying to get back into podcasting because I did take a break for a minute, and he was like, that's okay. Like the fact that you're still even doing it, maybe not necessarily putting out episodes and doing all that, but the fact that you're even still doing it by like creating your space and making it better and doing what you got to do to keep the show running when you do decide to make your comeback, like you're still working. Like it's not just because you take a break from it and don't really put out episodes or put out content doesn't mean you're not still working, you know what I mean? But I definitely think that break was needed, but we'll get back to that. We'll talk about that. Season 5, am I satisfied with how my season is ending? First of all, the answer to that would be yes. I'm very satisfied because I think, honestly, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to keep talking about it. The rearrangement of my studio has completely made me feel like, no, you're doing everything that you need to do. You're doing a great job. Like, you're really, really doing a great job because truthfully, maybe like a couple months to a year ago, I was literally sitting here with one long-ass black table with my backdrop with my logo on it that was wrinkled as fuck. If you know, you know. The real one. Ooh, yo, to my realest fans who remember me when I was, first of all, before I was even doing videos. Y'all didn't even see my face for the first 2 seasons until I had a lovely supporter, Kai Finesse. Shout out to Kai Finesse, because he really pushed me to put my face out there, and he was like, nah, get on that video shit. He was one of the people that really pushed me and was like, yo, get on that video shit. Shout out to Kai Finesse. He is a very smart and creative YouTuber. He also has a clothing brand called Slow Beginnings. I will put that here. Wonderful clothing brand. Super proud of him. That's somebody that I will always forever be grateful for, because like he gave me that extra push. So shout out to him. But yeah, before I was even doing video, the real bitches know, or the real niggas know. Bro, before I was even doing video, then when I upped it and I started doing video and I had just my table with my little backdrop that it had mad Just J logos and it was wrinkled as fuck. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We done came a long way. First of all, before I even had the fucking backdrop up, it was literally just like me sitting at the table over here. I didn't have no backdrop. You could see all of the crap in my garage. Like, it was just bad representation, and the presentation was not up to par. But right now, I think I got that in the bag. I think we did it. I think we're good. So I'm proud of myself. I don't feel no type of way about nothing, because like I'm proud of myself. Yes, I might not have been as consistent as I normally am in the past couple weeks, but at the end of the day, like, I'm still a person. I'm still a grown woman trying to fucking navigate her way in this world, and also like juggling her personal life, her school career, her fucking work life, her podcast, her business that she's trying to like develop and grow. That's a lot for anybody, let alone like me. But I am still a person who still has to, you know, make sure she's straight before she makes sure her show is straight. Like, I think for a long time, like, I put podcasting first. Like, I tell y'all guys, like, a couple episodes ago, I used to say, like, yo, I didn't really want to come down here and do this, but I did it. I pushed myself. I forced myself. You can only really do so much forcing after a while. Like, if you really don't want to do something, you really don't want to do it. And you really need to sit back and understand and analyze why you don't really want to do it. I just had a lot of shit going on, and it was not my... I was gonna say my place, but I'm gonna still say that it just wasn't my place, nor was it on my agenda to really come down here and tell y'all about y'all lives when I can't even get my shit right. I'm gonna be all the way honest about it. Like, bro, the last 3 or 4 weeks have really been major growth for me, like majorly, like mindset wise, emotionally, like physically, all that. Like, it has really been a moment of like major shifting for me. And it's like, I'm understanding what I need to do in this world. I'm understanding how I need to go about doing it. And I'm understanding that, like, you know, I really got people out here who are looking forward to hearing my voice and hearing my message. So I gotta get it together. I can't stay down for too long. Yes, it's okay, and it's important for me to take the time that I need to really get myself right. But at the end of the day, I still have a job to do. That's it. We're all here to do our specific purpose and our specific job. I still got a job to do. My job to do, and it's crazy because I have this book that is like, it's a book of questions, and it's called Today I Affirm. So at the bottom, you write like what you affirm for that day, and then in the, like, it just asks you a bunch of random questions that you wouldn't normally, you know, be asked. And one of the questions that I was writing in it yesterday, and the question was, what is my purpose? That's something that I really talk about often on this show, because I think it's important to know your purpose. I think it's important to know your purpose, and it's also important it's also important to do everything that you can to execute your purpose as passionately and as genuinely as you can. You know what I'm saying? So my purpose for me, I wish I had, I do, hold on. Let me find what I wrote, because I will tell y'all right now, because I definitely took a picture of it last night. My purpose is to express myself and my knowledge through my experiences. My purpose is to stand up for what is right and be someone people can learn from. My purpose is to be unapologetically me through the many vessels I enjoy, to be a jailer. My purpose is to be the CEO and the judge/criminal justice advocate or journalist and the author I aspire to be. 8. That's my purpose. And it's crazy because I think as you grow up, I think this is also important because there's a lot of people right now in this lifetime that don't know what they're here for. They don't know their purpose. They don't know what it is that brings them joy. They don't know what it is that they're passionate about. But that could be because they haven't tried to find things that they enjoy that could fulfill their purpose, or that could fulfill them in a certain type of way. Or some people just have no desire to really be greater than the average person. You know what I'm saying? So I think that for me, I didn't really start developing an understanding or an interest in knowing what my purpose was until I was like 18, 19, honestly. Because I think when Khalid died, I always go back to like that event because, like I said, like that was just the most ground shaking event for me in my life. And I think that really turned my world upside down. So I really had to relearn myself all over again and really relearn how to be a person, because I had to learn how to love myself again, learn how to love other people and be a good friend and be in relationships with people and do, you know what I'm saying? Like I really had to learn myself all over again, and that really taught me like the value of knowing my purpose. So I think I'm slowly but surely fulfilling my purpose in many, many ways, and I think that is the point of my life, to be an attribute in so many different things, in the podcast world, in the criminal justice world, in the women's advocacy world. Like I'm meant to do a lot of great things in my life in a lot of different ways. So I'm excited for that. And I think every season that I've done has continuously shown my growth and my will to learn and my will to grow and my determination to be just not your average podcast that's on here talking about anything. Like I just want to, I don't know, like I'm proud of myself. Season 5 was a success. No matter what, every season that I do is a success, but season 5 was successful for me because I really took the time that I needed to step away from it, because I also feel like if you push yourself too much and to force yourself to do something because you know you have to do it, this is a hobby of mine. This is still a hobby. I don't make any monetary gain from this. So it's like, this is not something that I want to fall out of love with. And I think that me pushing myself so much, that could lead to burnout also, and then that could just lead to you not fucking with something that was really, really once something that brought you so much joy. And I don't ever want Just Jay or my podcast or my goals with my podcast to turn into that. That's not cool. I started something and I want to see that shit all the way to the finish line, whenever and wherever the finish line is. So I'm happy that I took that break. I think that I could have been more active with like, communicating what I was doing, or just, still posting content and still, promo and all that stuff. But I really just had to take a break and just be silent. I think that's one of the greatest lessons that I've learned in this like 2-3 week period since Thanksgiving. To be honest, Thanksgiving taught me Thanksgiving to now, I've done a whole lot of like mental changes and mental shifts and mental growth, because I really, really learned that I'm a podcaster, so I'm on this bitch talking all day, but I really, really learned that it's okay to be quiet. Like, sometimes you could really shut the fuck up. Like, sometimes, like, you don't have to say everything all the time. Because I feel like I've prided myself on being a person that if I feel something, I have to say it. Or if there's anything that's on my mind, I have to express it. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's okay to just close your mouth. Because I feel like there was 4 days after Thanksgiving where I wasn't really talking to anybody. I didn't really answer my phone. I wasn't on social media, none of that, because I had to force myself, not even force, because after the second day, it was kind of like, okay, I'd rather be quiet right now. So it wasn't having to force myself the whole time. But once you make yourself sit down and just be quiet and listen to yourself and listen to your heart and feel whatever it is that you feel, that is going to bring you so much clarity. You have no idea. Like, I think we often, I'm not even going to go off on that tangent. Just be quiet sometimes. Especially, this is another reason why I actually did it. But if you're going through a lot of things at one time and a lot of changes and a lot of emotions are coming up for you, be quiet. Allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you're feeling, and allow your heart to speak to you. Allow your heart and your mind to communicate together for you to get the message. Because sometimes it's all in your heart and sometimes it's all in your mind too. So allow those two components to work together and give you the answers that you want. Because I think also we often know, like, if we go to somebody for advice, right? Say our relationship is not working out or we're in a shitty situation or whatever. We often know what we should do in that situation. We just don't really want to understand the fact that that's what we have to do, because maybe whatever it is the answer is hard and it's out of our comfort zone, or we fear what might happen after that. We always know what it is that we should do in a situation that doesn't serve us or doesn't fit us. We just never want to really admit that until it's too late, or until we're pushed to a point where it's like, you know what, I knew I should have left that nigga, or I knew I should have left that bitch alone. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that, man, that time that I spent alone and just quiet and just allowing myself to be still and stagnant was very, very helpful for me. And I think I'm sorry, y'all, that I left y'all hanging with no season finale for as long as I did. But I had to do what's best for me, because at the end of the day, I produce this show. I am the show. I make the show. Like, what? There would be no show without me. You know what I'm saying? So I got to make sure I'm okay. Mentally, physically, emotionally, all that. I got to make sure that I am okay. And that was what I did, baby. But, yeah. We're going to get into our Ask Jay segment. What I'm going to tell y'all is this. Because y'all know I always have podcast breaks. When I drop this, this episode will drop. Why am I about to say? First of all, September. I was about to say September. Baby, it is December. We are all the way at the end. But this episode is going to drop December 9th. And season 6 will come out December 30th. So within that time, I'm going to be all on y'all timeline, all on y'all news feed, all that to promote, and get more content out. Because the Ask Jay segment, I think, is really, really, really dope. And I think that it's really, really cool that y'all actually fuck with it and y'all actually send me shit every week. Let's keep that going. I want to talk about controversial topics. I want y'all to send me controversial topics. I want y'all to send me questions, relationship questions, school questions, life questions, anything that y'all, or just suggestions, or even statements or opinions that y'all feel like I should talk about. Send it to me. I will talk about it. And if there's ever anything that I don't feel like I don't want to talk about, I won't. And y'all will never know. But everything is anonymous. It's very, very easy to submit a question or submit a response. Everything is linked in my bio on Instagram. Everything. So please keep doing that. I enjoy it. I really, really do. I have 2 Ask Jay questions. One of them is kind of like yes or no. And then the other one is kind of something that I think is important to talk about, because, you know, I'm a woman that likes to have real conversations and real perspectives. That's all. First question is, have you ever seen Breaking Bad? Baby, no. I have not. I feel like I know who asked this question though, but I'm gonna keep it anonymous and I'm gonna act like I don't. But no, I haven't. I should, but I haven't. I know it's super, super old and I'm super, super late, but my ex-boyfriend, like my first ex-boyfriend, like this is like 2016, 2017, he was a fiend for Breaking Bad. Fiending. Like, bro, it was bad. And I just never got into it, but I definitely should tune in. And I got a lot of shows that I need to watch. First of all, let's talk about shows. Whoa. Have y'all seen Wednesday on Netflix? If you haven't, run. Don't walk to Netflix right now and watch that shit. It's about Wednesday Addams, the Addams family, obviously. First of all, let me tell y'all something. The woman, what is her name? Oh my God, I keep forgetting her name. I'm about to Google it. No, I don't care. Y'all gonna wait. Hold on. I'm about to tell y'all her name right now. The girl that plays Wednesday, Jenna Ortega, 8 down. Yo, I don't know what she did to prepare for this role, but she did exactly what she's supposed to do. Watch the show. I'm telling you, it's very interesting. If you're into like Halloween, you know, mystery vibes, it's definitely for you. Me, I love that shit. I'm scared. I'm kind of embarrassed to admit this, but I'm watching it a second time right now. So, and my dad hasn't watched it yet, so he was watching it I think it was last night or the night before. So I'm watching my shit for a second time, and then I'm watching his shit all over again with him. So I'm about to be three runs deep into this. That's how you know it's good. So I'm gonna say about it. Wednesday on Netflix, 100%, very, 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 very fucking good. Dead to Me. That's another really, 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 really good show. Season 3 just dropped, I think, and I already finished it. I'm gonna need them to speed it up for season 4. Yeah. Manifest, another great show. Love it. I haven't really watched season 3 because season 2 kind of, like, at the end kind of had me like, fuck. But yeah, Those are Netflix shows that I think y'all should really, really get in tune with. I have nothing but great things to say about all three of those shows that I just named. So if you're looking for a show, you're welcome. What was I about to talk about? Oh, my Ask Jay question. So this is the second Ask Jay question. It says, how many times should you repeat yourself to a man? Now let me break this down for you, because I'm gonna give you the interpretation that I think this means. How many times should you repeat yourself to a man? I'm guessing you have told a man about a problem that you have multiple times, and there's been no change in behavior. This is what I have to say about that, because I unfortunately have experience in this department of life. Listen, I'm a woman, right? I gotta sit back in this one. I'm a woman that I feel like I should only have to explain myself or address something one time. One time. And you should automatically do what you gotta do to change the behavior. This is why I say that. Because if somebody came to me with a problem with something that I was doing or a way that I made them feel, okay, bet. What can I do to change my behavior? What can I do to make that better? And I promise you, you will never have to speak on that shit again. But then again, I gotta remind myself, that's the kind of person I am. Not everybody's like that, especially not these niggas out here. So I hold myself to that standard of somebody addressing something to me one time, and that's all I need to change my behavior and make them feel differently. I hold everybody else that I fuck with and that I entertain, all that, to that same standard. Don't let me have to repeat myself twice, because you heard me the first time. We are grown as fuck. Okay? We are grown as fuck. Hello. We are damn near pushing 25, 30. Let's be for real. We are grown as fuck. So when you tell somebody something that bothers you, they heard you. And if they are not taking the precautions or doing what they need to do to change that behavior that you don't fuck with, don't repeat that shit again. Either move the fuck around them, or be like, yo, I don't already said this one time, what's up? And if they can't get with it, get left, get right. They can't get with it, get the fuck stepping. Because nah, bro, I feel like it's when you fucking with somebody, right? I feel like, first of all, it's very simple to listen to me, and it's very simple to, when you fuck with somebody, you fuck with somebody. You fucking with somebody, you're not gonna put yourself in a situation or a position to lose them. That's how I feel. But then again, that could just be me. I don't know. But that nigga heard you the first time. Don't, girl. How many times? You're crazy. Once. One fucking time. What? Okay, if I have to repeat it twice, okay. But after that, you're done. You're done. You're done. No, bro. No. We too damn grown. We too damn beautiful. We too damn smart to be out here repeating ourselves to these niggas who are clearly not trying to listen to us. Because you heard what I said. He heard you the first time. If he wanted to, he would. That's how I feel about that question. But yeah, hope that answered your question, babe. Love you very much. Hope that you figure that shit out. But yeah, no, dead that shit. Now let's get into the show, shall we? That was 30 minutes of just not the show, but whatever. Let's talk about the mental break that I just took. First of all, let me fill y'all in, because I have been talking about this to y'all on the show for a while now, and I have finally taken the steps to really put it into play in my life. Therapy. I know that I said that my first experience going to a therapist was in 2018 when Khalid died. Again, I'm going to go back to that every time, because that was the most life-changing, traumatic thing that happened to me in my life. Or not in my life, but you know what I mean. Went to a therapist. He actually was the same therapist that my godfather used to go to. So I was like, yeah, cool, I'll try it out, whatever. But I don't really think I knew I don't think I knew how therapy works, and I don't really think I had enough knowledge on what I was getting myself into, because I went for a little while, faded off, never went back. Didn't really help me much either, for real. But all this time after that, I think that I haven't really been open to trying again, because when you are looking for first of all, looking for a therapist in itself is a very, very difficult task, because you have to find somebody that suits you, Not somebody that is going to yes man you, or nobody that is going to just, tell you what you want to hear. No, that's not what you want to look for in a therapist. You want to look for somebody that suits you. Their energy matches with yours. They make you feel good. They give you good advice. Somebody that you could really fuck with. You know what I'm saying? That's the hardest part right there. Then the second hardest part is all the shit that you're about to unload and spread out on the table. And one by one, you're going to pick one card a session, or one card a day, or one card a week, or whatever, and work through that shit. That's why therapy is so hard, and that's why so many people are so opposed to it, because it's like, you got to find one that you fuck with, first of all, and then you got to really do the work through that shit. Fortunately for me, Tiaja, who has been on the show many, many times, she goes to this therapist, and every time I speak to her, she's like, oh, I went to therapy, and she said this, and she said this, and, we talk about her therapist and her therapy journey a lot, and she always has the best things to say about her therapist, and her therapist really be telling her real shit, for real, like, so it was just intriguing to me, because it's like, damn, like, I fuck with her, send me her number, right? Because I said that I did want to get back into therapy just because of everything that I had been going through, and when I took the break that I just took recently, it really, really illuminated for me, like, go to therapy. It's not going to hurt you. It's only going to help you. And it could really be something that benefits you and that you actually fuck with in the long run. So go to therapy. See what's up with it. Went to therapy for the first time this past Monday. When I tell you, first of all, if you're going to therapy for the first time, it's more than likely going to be awkward. It's going to be nerve-wracking. It's going to be weird. It's going to be very just out of your element, because it's something that you have not done before, especially with a random person that you don't know. And I liked her because that was the first thing that she said to me. The first thing she said was, listen, I'm here for you. It's going to be awkward. It's going to be weird. You're going to be uncomfortable. And that's okay. We're going to slowly work through that every session that we do. But if you're ever uncomfortable, please tell me. Or if you ever feel like I am not the person for you, tell me that too, because I don't want therapy to be something that you shy away from just because you feel like I am not the person for you. That was the first thing she said to me. I'm not going to lie to you. I was sweating my ass off because I was very, very nervous, and I knew that, first of all, let me tell you why I was eager to start. Like I said, this past month, I have had a lot of things go on in my life that are unfortunate, but at the same time are necessary for my growth. 110%. So I'm not bitter about nothing that's happened. I don't regret nothing that's happened. None of that. Because I know that everything that I've been going through is necessary for me to be who I really want to be. So I'm totally grateful. Yes, getting through all that shit sucked and it was so painful, but I'm totally grateful. I'm grateful for every experience that I go through, because it just adds to my strength and adds to my list of experiences. But definitely past month has been like, you know what? I really need to get back into therapy, because I feel like I was always one of those people where it was like, nobody can tell me how to really feel. Nobody can help me but me. I'm the person that feels these emotions. I'm the person that has to, walk around with this baggage every day. So nobody knows what I'm going through. Nobody can help me. That was my mentality. And I think there's nothing wrong with feeling like you got this or you can do this on your own. There's nothing wrong with that. But for me, it was just like, right after Thanksgiving, I think it was just a pivotal moment in my life where it was like, start going to therapy. Just start talking. Like, even if you go and you don't feel like she's the right person for you, like, continue to look and continue to grow. But I'm not going to lie to you. I think I've met my match. I think I've met the person that is going to really show me myself in a totally different way. Totally outside of anything that I could express or talk about on this podcast, for sure. I sat down with her. Yes, I was nervous. Yes, it was uncomfortable. Yes, it was very awkward. And you guys know, I don't like eye contact. It's not something that I really enjoy. It just makes me uncomfortable. I don't know what it is, but it's just weird. I was able to look this woman in her eyes the entire time. Her energy matched mine. I think her energy matched mine, but at the same time, her energy had this way about it that made my energy want to, like, come out more. You know what I'm saying? Like, she kind of really, I really sat on the couch just like this. I literally went like this as soon as I got there. This is a comfortable position. This is a comfortable stance when you're talking to somebody. Got like this in this position, and I was ready to tell her about my whole life. And when I first got there, she had a list of like a packet of questions. And she was like, we're going to go through this the first session. We're not going to really do too much, but I just want to get to know you. I want to, know about you. And she was like, some of these questions are not going to relate to you. Some of them are. And if you want to expand and go off on a tangent, you're more than welcome. So I told her my whole life. She asked about my family, who I lived with, my past relationships, which I've told y'all a lot about that. But yeah, like we talked about a lot of things, and a lot came up for me that things that I haven't really talked about ever, nor on this show. But she was like, like you're really, 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 you've been through a lot of things for somebody that is so level-headed and so determined to be better. And I think that was really, really dope. She also said one thing about my podcast that I will never forget and that I will really, really cherish. Because I was telling her that I had one, and she was like, that's super cool. And she was like, I was telling her that I think I should start taking more social media breaks. Just because I find myself trying to compare myself to other people who are maybe my age or have their own businesses, whose platforms are, or have more followers or more viewers. I find myself comparing myself to those people. And she was like, but nobody can add what you add to the world. So who are you comparing yourself to if there's nobody like you? Ate me up. Shut me right the fuck up. Then she also said something very significant. She was like, maybe your audience is not growing because the people that you're trying to reach are not able to receive your message yet. 8 down. That's a fact. I feel like, you know what? And when she said that, I was really like, you know what, bitch? I might fuck with you for real. Because I feel that way. I feel like there's a lot of podcasts out here. And listen, I am not knocking nobody's podcast. I'm going to say this as respectfully as I fucking can. There's a lot of podcasts out here who are not talking about nothing or not talking about the topics that I'm talking about. I'm trying to heal. I'm trying to grow. We're going to listen. We're going to laugh our asses off, but we also going to get down to that real shit and have real conversations from so many different real perspectives. This podcast is not a podcast that's on bullshit. It's not a podcast that's not talking about nothing. I think there's a lot of, I said this before, there's a lot of podcasts that are ran by men or ran by females that do not be talking about shit. And they have an amazing platform and they have so many followers and all this and blah, blah, blah. The people that I'm trying to reach just haven't been in the position or the space to really reach or listen or hear my message fully. And that's okay. She said, yo, give it time. Because the people that you're trying to reach are eventually going to get to the point in life that you are at and be able to receive that message that you're trying to send them. They can't receive it right now. So just chill out, continue to grow what you've been growing, and let shit rock out. And she was so fucking right. I'm so grateful to say that my first session with her went so well, and I really feel like I have found somebody that I could come and talk to every week and feel better. Like, even after, at the end of the session, she was like, do you feel drained at all? Do you feel okay? Like, how do you feel? And I'm like, yo, I feel good. I don't feel drained. I don't feel tired. I don't feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, when you vent to somebody and it's like, damn, I feel drained just being around this bitch's energy. I'm so grateful to myself because I'm so grateful for my strength, I should say, to know what it is that I need to do in order to be a better person, actively, build a plan to do that and executing it. Like I said, I'm backing my words up with actions, and I'm proud of myself for that because we say all the time, like, oh, I want to do this, I want to be this, I want to go this place, I want to do this, and it really never comes to fruition because we never follow it up with actions. But I'm at a point in my life where I really, really am trying to just evolve and be a better person and just unlearn all my toxic and unhealthy behaviors to be better. And I do find myself, there'll be times where like something will happen and I'll just think to myself like, damn, if this was back in 2019, I would have handled this totally different. I would have flew off the handle. Like, there's a lot of things that I do now or that I say now or the way that I act now that is totally different from how I acted then. And it's amazing to see yourself grow from somebody that doesn't really have the most healthy ways or the most healthy behaviors to somebody that really, really wants to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, my ex-boyfriend texted me. The one that, remember with the episode with Jada where I was talking about how I woke him up out of his sleep because it was nudes in his phone? That one. Major walking red flag. Disgusting. But texted me a couple weeks, actually it was 2 days ago. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, maybe this is because I'm just so over the situation and so over this motherfucking person. When the number popped up, because he likes to text me on random numbers. It's never from his phone number because, like, why would you do it from your phone number? Because they're gonna know it's you. Text me and said, yo. I said, who is this? Immediately when I sent the message, I was like, don't let this motherfucker send back this message and just say who the fuck I think it is. And lo and behold, who the hell was it? I said, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to speak to you. There's nothing we have to talk about. Absolutely nothing. He goes, oh, there's a bunch of stuff we could talk about. You're just not trying to talk to me. You know what I hate? You want to know one of my fucking icks? Okay? When someone does not take accountability for being a shitty person. I'm not gonna lie to you. At this point in my life, after everything that I went through with this person and everything that they showed me about their character and the way they are, I will never look at you the same, bro. I will never, ever in my life. This goes for any of my exes or anybody that I've fucked with in the past. I will never look at you and be like, nah, we could do that again. Are you slow? Are you losing it up here? Like, no. And it's also like, when you leave somebody alone and you remove their access to you, and you see, first of all, me removing my access to you, you have to understand how extreme that is for somebody to really make the conscious effort and decision to not want to fuck with you again. Do you know what that means? That means you're somebody that they do not want around. They do not want having access to them. That in itself says so much. So much. So it's like, I remove my access from you. And now that I remove my access from you, you want to do all this other shit. You want to text me from all these other random numbers. You want to do all this. You want to say all this. Where was that energy when you had access to me, bro? Nah, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. If I fucking remove my access from you and I remove my whole self from your entire life, you're done. You're over with, bro. I don't want to hear from you. Like, no. And there's nothing for us to talk about because I don't even want to be in the same room as you. I wouldn't even, if you was on fire, I wouldn't even put you out. I'm not gonna lie about it. Like, bro, that's just how it feels. Like, especially when somebody continuously shows you who they are and it's not somebody that is looking out for your best interests at all, bro, you're deaded. Don't text my phone, bro. Like, and it's so crazy because after I texted him and I was like, I don't have nothing to say to you, whatever. He was like, wow, that's crazy. Delete the motherfucking third. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, bro, no, I'm so good. I don't want nobody from my past. I don't want nothing from my past. I don't want none of it because the person, first of all, the fact that you even think you had a chance with me now in this new blossoming woman that I am is crazy. Crazy. Because this bitch right here you've never met her before. You do not know her. You might have known her when she was 19, 20. But now at 22, she's a totally different bitch, totally different rules, totally different standards. Fuck no. Hell no. So it's like, nah, and even after I was done texting him, I was thinking about myself and I was like, damn, like, this was a couple years ago and he would have texted me while we wasn't on good terms. It would have been like, all right, what's up? Like, what you want to talk about? Now, bro? Now? Oh, hell no. Bro, you could... Bye. And bye. We're not even gonna talk. We're not gonna give that nigga no more light because he is. No, we're not gonna do it. Not on this show. We don't talk about losers on this show. We talk about winners and winners only. Next topic. Next topic before we get off. One of my friends, and this is important. We're about to get serious again. One of my friends was telling me that, she misses her old self and her old life and her old ways because that's when life was easier. Or, she didn't have to, hold herself to such a high standard now because she's grown and she's developed into a new person and she misses being the old person that she was, like I said, because it was easier. I have never related to a statement more because it's like when you grow up and you become an adult and you become a grown woman who's growing into her, real life womanhood and developing her independence for real, it's like First of all, being an adult is hard. Life in general is hard. So you put those two together, bitch, it's hard as fuck. So I understand that, because there be times where it's like, damn, I wish I was back when I was, 19 years old. I didn't have to pay a bill. I have to do this. I have to do this. And it's like, I wish I could go back to a simpler time, to where I was toxic and I didn't know right from wrong, or I didn't know my worth, or I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I could go back to that time because I had fun in that time, or like it was easier. But now that I'm a grown woman who's done the work, I would not go back to who I was ever. Like, I really wouldn't. Don't get me wrong, I'm so grateful for every chapter of my life at this point, and I'm so grateful for everything that I learned when I was 18, when I was 19, when I was 20, when I was 21, and everything that I'm learning now. But I'm not trying to go back to that. I'm really, really not. Like, I really enjoy the woman that I'm building right now, because she's dope, she's smart, she's funny, she's determined, she's genuine, she's everything that I've always dreamed of being as a woman. So I just wanted to touch on that, because I feel like if you are missing your old ways or old people from your past, remember why they're in your past. Remember why you're not where you once were, because you're not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be somewhere greater, with different people, with greater people who see more in you than them old niggas used to see. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about evolving. It's all about growing. It's all about becoming who it is you truly want to be. My therapist also told me, because I kept talking about, like, there's a woman that I want to be, and I can feel like she's close to me. I can really, I'm almost close to touching her and really being her. And she was like, describe this woman to me. And she was like, have you ever really written down what you want this woman to be like, or who you want this woman to be? And I was like, you know what? That's really something that I should do. It don't matter if you're a man listening to this. It don't matter if you're a woman listening to this or watching this. Write down the man or the woman that you want to be. Write down the woman of your dreams. Write down the characteristics of her, what she does in her life, where she goes, what she is. You know what I'm saying? Write down everything. Because like I said this to y'all before, once you write that shit down on some paper, it gives it the opportunity to pop up into reality and become life. Write that shit down. Write who you want to be. Write down what you want to be. Or, you know what I'm saying? Just... And I did that. As soon as I had therapy on Monday night, I went home and I did that. And I kid you not, it was kind of challenging, because it was like, I've never thought about this. You know, like, whenever I say, like, oh, I want to be this woman that is so strong and this powerful, that's what I'm talking about. I want her to be strong. I want her to be powerful. I want her to do this. But I've never really gone deeper than that. It's a challenge, but it's also important for you to know exactly who you want to be and what you want to bring to the table. And I think that's something that my therapist taught me. And that's so crazy, because we've only had one session, and she's already taught me so much. And I already feel different. I already feel like I'm willing to change, and I'm eager to learn, and I'm eager to heal. And that feeling is so amazing when you know what you have to do to be a better person, and you actually take the step to do it, and it goes well, and you find something that you enjoy. That feeling is out of this world. I think I'm just really trying to, like, figure out my work-life balance, and just, changing my behaviors, like waking up earlier, taking my vitamins, which I have been doing so faithfully. I'm so proud of myself. Taking your vitamins, making your bed, going to the gym. Like, I have really been getting myself into a consistent routine that works for me. And I think that is super important as an adult. Having work-life balance. And moving on. I think that, I don't know why I keep saying I think that, but I saw this video. It was Monica, the singer. And she was talking about fumbling the bag, but she was not talking about money. I'm going to leave y'all with this message, and then we're going to wrap it up. But she was talking about fumbling the bag, and she was saying how whenever people say that term, they're talking about money. But in that situation, she was talking about people. Fumbling really, really good people who are genuine, who have a good energy, an energy that you will never come across again in your lifetime, right? It's important to know who is in your life to really make a difference and who is in your life to not. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you meet somebody that has a genuine spirit and a genuine aura, you have to treat them with the utmost respect, because there are not many people out here like that. I'm telling you. And once you get out in the world and you really meet people and you really see people's intentions and how they move, you will understand that not everybody is nice, not everybody is genuine, not everybody is supportive. And That's just how the world is. So that's why it's important when you do meet people that, bring that positive energy out of you, or you meet people that you just, their aura is different, their energy is different, it's positive, it's genuine, it's loving, it's caring. When you meet people like that, you really got to do your best to keep them around and make sure that you do right by them, because those people are important. They really, really are. Not everybody has that will or that intention or that drive to be genuine, or that drive to be caring, or that drive to be a good person. So don't be out here fucking around losing good people. I'm telling you, because you will never meet them again. And once they remove that access, like I keep talking about, you're gonna be upset, and you're gonna have to watch them live their life and be great and be genuine and be kind and be wonderful to all these other people, because you couldn't get it right the first time. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Okay, I gave y'all a long one. We got a long episode this week, but that is our season finale. Thank you so much for 5 amazing seasons with great conversations and great perspectives. Thank you to all my guests from this season, but everybody that has been on the show this season, everybody that has tuned in this season, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I promise to continue to give this my all and just come back every season better and better every time. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Have a great weekend. I hope y'all have a great holiday, a great Christmas. We're gonna drop season 6 January. What the fuck? What month am I in, bruh? We're gonna drop season 6 December 30th. And after that, I hope y'all have an amazing New Year's. Don't forget to write your New Year's resolutions. Don't forget to manifest. Don't forget to write down the woman or the man that you want to be in this life. Don't forget to submit your Ask Jay questions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to this week's episode. And tune into all the rest of this week's or rest of the season's episodes, because they are really, really good. I will say so myself. I love y'all. Have a great holiday. See y'all soon.